Hi, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Blessy Isaac Hopkins. I'm a pianist and a music instructor. I started my training at age 11, although my love for music started when I was 4 years old. Anyways, during my younger days, we had no piano, but that didn't stop me from pursuing my love for music. It's funny because sometimes people would laugh at me because they'd see me pretending to play the piano on desks and tables and even on the kitchen countertop. I was just pretending there was piano everywhere, so everywhere I could lay my hands on, I would pretend playing the piano. Chopsticks and Blue Moon were the very first songs I learned without the use of music sheets. So then one day I saw my best friend, Marina, who went to school with me. I was a year ahead of her anyways, but she was my best friend. And I saw her playing the piano and I was so amazed at how good she performed or played the piano. And on that same day, I asked her teacher when I accompanied her on one of her lessons, I asked her teacher if I could enroll taking lessons. And I'm glad the teacher, Sister Josefina Laxamana, that was her name. She's a Dominican sister, by the way. And she allowed me to enroll even without asking my parents' permission. So that was great. Anyways, my mother was so surprised when at the end of the month I was asking her for an extra money to pay my piano lessons. Fortunately, she agreed to have me continue my lessons, and that was just the beginning. Anyways, today I'm going to be sharing with you a tutorial of a song that was, I noticed, was liked by a lot of people. And some people would even ask me if they can make this song as their piano cover on their channel. The title of the song is Kahit, Isang Saglit. It was popularized by Martin Rivera. It's a beautiful song. It's actually one of my favorite Filipino or Tagalog songs. And so, yeah. Okay, so let's get started, and hopefully you will like this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay. I'm not very good at talking to my computer or even in public speaking. I'd rather put everything in writing, but anyways, please forgive me, or please don't judge me if I'm not saying things right. Okay, so let's start. Oh, by the way, if you just wanna go right to the beginning of the video or the tutorial video that I make, just check on the description down below, and you can click on the numbers or the minutes where it's starting. So here I am. I'm going to start with the introduction of this song. We're starting from D. I would like to point out that this is middle C. And how do you know the middle C on the piano? On the piano or keyboard with 88 keys, this is C number 1, C number 2, C number 3, C number 4. So it is very, very important that you know where your middle C is. Okay, so this is where I start. This is treble clef C, and this is high C. So which one is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the sixth C note on the piano with 88 key. Okay, with. All right. Anyways, okay. All right, so you're starting from D and E. D, G, D, D, E, D, G, D, D, E. Okay, now let's see. Now your left hand, let's go over the chords for a start. This is a C chord, and we have this one for your second left hand for your introduction. So you're starting with the C9. Why do we call this a C9? Let me explain, because it will be good to know not just plain chords at C, D, E, F, G, A, B. It'll be great to know some chords like C9, major 7, minor 7, or 11, 13. So I will be introducing those chords, depends on what music we're playing or I'm teaching. So here, when you say C9, because this is C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I don't have to say perfect 4, perfect 5. Okay, but if you count from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that makes a C major. When you add a D, that makes it a C9. So here is your first one. I'll make it very slow, or I'll play very slowly so you can follow. So I'm starting from high D. Okay, that's the ending part of the introduction. So I call this C9. This is actually with the F and D here. It's like you're playing a D minor here with a C, but this is your introduction. C, D, F, G. Okay, so one more time on intro. Now the next one, verse 1, number 1. You're doing a chord C. Now, see, when I'm playing chords, you can do inversions and arpeggio. It doesn't matter where your hands or your fingers are going on the key of Z, as long as you have these 3 notes, okay? Now, on the second chord, it's gonna be a G. This is a G chord. I can do an inversion. The D goes down there. So I will call this a G over D. Now this is a G over B because B is your bass line here. Okay, I think my light is too low, so let me give a pause. I needed to adjust my light. Okay, so you're starting with a C. You can do this. Okay, to simplify. All right, sorry. Okay, let's see. Let's go from the beginning. Okay. And now you're going to D minor. So yes, so C, G on B, G on B flat, and then the A chord. This one is A chord. A, most of the notes or the chords are with 3 notes, okay? I'm just doing inversion. So B flat and then A chord. Okay, so this is your A chord. And as you may notice probably on my video, I should say, I have no set of style. It depends on how my present mood is when I play something. And it could change all the time. As long as my chords are there, I'm doing it okay. I mean, I'll be playing it fine. Okay. Now here I'm gonna give a little bit of a pattern so you're not forgetting what you do. Okay, so now B flat and A. Okay, and now D minor goes with this 3 notes, D, F, and A. Okay, and what's next? G. So that's a G note. Okay, I'll do it by chords first before I give it a style. Okay. All right. Now this is D minor. The next one is supposed to be a G, but I like going down lower here. And back to C. All right, okay, so yes. Now this is an A minor. Now if I go down with my on my bass line here on a G sharp, I would say it's an A minor over G sharp. Okay, now A minor over G, A minor over F sharp. Okay, so you're going down. Okay, it's easy on this part. Okay, same pattern as before. Now you're going to D minor and C over E. Why? This is still a C, okay? C chord, C, E, and G. But because this is my bass line, so I say C over E. Okay, now where are we? And down to G7. There you go. You may probably have noticed it. Some people are like, some of my students would think that it is very complicated, but you're just doing an arpeggio playing the same 3 notes going up. Yeah, it sounds complicated probably for some people, but there are only 3 notes you need to play when you play the chords. Okay, and now we're going back, second verse. Kind of go down here. You can still be up here, but sometimes I like to change. Depends. G. So that's only a chord C. I'm just doing an arpeggio. So you can change your style anytime. Back to A minor. I'm retaining these 2 notes. My bass line is just going down a step lower, and I'm kind of like doing that same bass line here. Okay, so same notes in the middle part. Okay, D minor, C over E, It's just a passing note, passing notes here. Okay, those are just the passing notes. It's not part of the song. And then you go to E minor. E minor is this. Only 3 notes. As I always say, your chords only have 3 notes. Except for the 9 chords, you're adding a D. But of course, you can do it this way, and then your bass line here, okay? Or you can do it this way, all right? Or you can do it this way, all right? Anyways, let's go to this part. Sorry that I can't sing. I wish I could. I used to sing, but I can't anymore. That's an E minor and A. Okay. D minor over C. G. Now this part, you're starting on a G with a G bass, but I changed it on the next part with the G over B. Okay. So that's a back to C. Okay, now there's a little bit of change on the E minor 7, E minor chord here. I'd like to add the 7th. How do you know 7 chords? Okay, so if you have an E minor, that root note, I'll just move downward, 2 steps downward. That makes it a 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a major 7, but this is dominant 7. Okay, so, okay. Okay, so this is an E minor 7, A7, D minor. This one is an F minor. How do we do a minor chord? Okay, for example, you have a major F. The 3rd one goes half step lower. C chord, the 3rd one goes half step lower. A D to D minor, the 3rd one goes half step lower. This is E major, 3rd one goes half step lower. That makes it a minor, E minor. F half step goes down, 1 step lower, not whole step. When you say half step, you go from here to here. From here to here, whichever comes next, okay? So from here to here, all right? So we're now on, let's repeat that, okay, E minor, from E minor. Then you go to D minor, F minor, C, and back to G7. And now, this is the instrumental part of the song. I'll try to make it simpler on the left-hand part. And then later on, you can just add some more by doing arpeggio or inversion back to C. So when you say inversion, for example, this is your C chord, you just go, move the first note on a higher point, and then from E here, you just move there. See, that's an inversion. You're just inverting all the notes. Anyways, where are we? Okay, so yeah. we're on the instrumental part. I'll repeat that. And then A and D minor. This I'm making it and trying to make it this simpler. C, A minor over G sharp, A minor over G, A minor over F sharp. It's a D minor, C over E. There goes the passing notes. Ay, sorry. Okay, now this is the, I think this is the refrain part, and then A. D minor and G. And then G over B. And then you are going to C again. That's E minor 7, okay? This is your E this is your E minor 7. And then A. And then D minor. And then C. Now you're going to G7. And on the ending part, I'd like to do the intro, what I did on the intro, so you're going to play. And you're ending on a C chord. Yes, so I kind of just do a broken C chord. We call this broken chord. Okay, all right. Well, I hope you like this one. And for those who want to make this song as a cover, you can also play it and accompany yourself. But of course, you're allowed to use my material. In case you'd like to use you just let me know, but you gotta subscribe. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. You know, you're not forced to subscribe, but if you like what I'm doing, do subscribe. I will really appreciate your support on my channel. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.